Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. We're here again. Wednesdays come quick, don't they? I always thought as I got older, the time would go slower, but it goes faster. Why is that? I don't know. I'll wait for a second here for some people to come on. Good morning. We're already halfway through the week. I'm getting ready to go to an art show in Virginia Beach. I've never been there before. Good morning, Ellen. So if anybody lives near there, I would love for you to come see me. Good morning, Barb. Hi, Kay. Good morning, Shelly. Hope everyone's doing well. I think I'm all ready to paint. I have my palette ready. I was working on my newsletter that I'm sending out tomorrow. I have a new art venture. I'm calling it an art venture. It's an art adventure in Europe. Not this coming year, but the next. And I'm announcing all the details for that. I think I'll have it all ready by in the next week or two. So if you're not on my newsletter list and it's something you might like to do, please just send me your email and I'll add you. Can't wait. Okay, so let me turn this around. I'll show you. Oh, it's late. I couldn't see where to do it. There we go. So I was going to paint these zinnias this morning. They're so pretty. I got them at Roots last week. Good morning, Alan. How are you? I plan to be... Oh, Shelly, yay! On Friday to see me. Oh, I would love that. That's wonderful. Yeah, because I've never been down in that area, so I imagine maybe a few friends will come see me that I have not met before. I love that. Okay. So I have my colors out. I need to mix pinks, oranges, that fun vibrant purple, greens. I think what's so vibrant and works so well about this image is that it's all complementary colors, like the purples and the oranges go together and the greens and the pinks. It just makes it so happy. So happy. Good morning, Jackie. Thanks, Judy. Whoops. Happy Wednesday, Allie. Okay, so let me pull this down here. I might have to move it. Yeah, I do. I have it over. I'm filming. Let me pull that over here. Gosh, I'm imagining, a couple years from now, I'll look back at filming like this and say, hopefully I'll be better at doing it. It won't feel so antiquated the way I do my Wednesday morning lives. Jackie says, looking forward to your mixing. Me too. I love mixing colors. Whoops. Okay, so I have my palette knife out. I have my colors. Pull my sleeves up so I don't get paint on them. As if. That shouldn't even be a goal because I think I paint on most everything I own. Unless it's something dressy that I don't wear when I paint. Bonjour, Nancy. Okay, so I'll start with my dark greens. Ooh, that's kind of icky and thick. Let's see if we can, if I put a little bit of this in there, it'll make it better. It's like a little thick piece there. I'm going to pull that out. Sometimes I like that some oil paints are thicker than other oil paints, and I like that because sometimes I need them to be more substantial and thicker. Oh, that's really nice. I think that's perfect. And I need a little bit of a bright splash of green for in the vase. I'm going to clean my palette knife off. I was just going to dip in and get paint, but then that paint will have green in it, and I don't want it to. Because when I need to have that be clean for mixing the oranges and mostly the oranges and the yellows. That's pretty. Okay. All right, that's good for my greens. Where's everybody listening from today? I have been having the worst time with my Instagram. I am getting no reach at all. It's just no fun. Every now I think about giving up on it. I'm going to just put a dab of kind of a purplish color in there. I don't even know why I started talking about that. Get that a little bit darker. Good morning, Debbie. Hi, Terry in Lake Worth, Florida, India. Wow, Beirut. Wow, Nancy. Texas. I think I might have to put more of that color out. Ellen in Central Florida. Teaching me in Lebanon. Queens, New York is Allie. I have to stop to read because I have my phone pointing down, so I can't see it as well as normally I do when it's right in front of me. Northeast Pennsylvania. Where in Northeast Pennsylvania? I'm in Northeast. I'm in East Pennsylvania, I guess. I'm in East. Maybe Central PA. I guess they do say where I live is Central. That orange is fun. I've been using orange a lot more than I used to. Katy, Texas. All right, that's nice. I'm going to do pinks and kind of purples. That off. I don't always clean off each time, but I do when I'm I don't want my colors. I want to keep my colors a little more pure this time than I do other times. All right. I'm from South Carolina in the upstate where the Hurricane Helene hit hard. No power, so I'll be on here as long as I can. Love your videos. Oh, wow. Was your home okay? I know I saw that whole arts district, and I was there one time with my friend and loved it. And Asheville was really affected. I didn't even know there was a big storm. Like, I don't know how I missed all of that. I mean, I don't watch the news very often, but that took me by surprise. I mean, I knew there was a storm along the shore, but I didn't know there above the Poconos. Oh, okay. That's what my brother-in-law and sister-in-law live in the Poconos. My daughter has a place at Lake Wampaupack. I think that's technically in the Poconos, I think. Right now I need pink, grays. Okay. I just saw a fun little pop of color in the image that I want to not forget about. Little pops of color. Yeah, sending you good vibes, hopefully. I can't even imagine. What's the top corner? Oh, this one that I keep using is raw umber to kind of neutralize and darken my colors a little bit. So I'll take all of that. Wow, that's pretty. Oh, I meant to put them over there. Oh, well, that's all right. Clean that off. Now I need some grays, some that go kind of toward green, and some that go cooler. I guess they're warmer and cooler, actually. I don't know about that. It is a gray, but it's not a gray that I see in my art. This is Janice. Yes, this is it's bad, but Asheville and surrounding areas are under mud. It's horrible. I'm an hour away from Asheville. Oh. Yeah, I have a very good friend that lives in Brevard, and they were actually away on vacation when all this happened, but their house is okay. But she said it's devastating, that area. I'm going to hold on to that, and then I'm going to just put a touch of green in here. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not quite getting the color I want, but I want it to be a little more green. No, it's going to be too green. Oh, no, it's not. Sap green, you have to use a lot of sap green to shift a color, I think. No, that's good. I like that. Put more white in there. Yep, that's good. And I still need kind of a color for my background. I think I'm just going to mix up all the rest of my colors that I have here of my whites. That should work. We'll see what we get. I like it. It's fun. All right, so now let me pull this up here. I was trying to think about what I wanted to do for my background. You know, sometimes I put a solid color over the whole background, and other times I'll kind of paint in where the colors are. I think today I'm going to do a solid permanent rose, or you know what, maybe I'll do this. I've been loving this amethyst color. It's a Michael Harding color. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then wipe it off a little bit. Give me a little sip of my coffee. Yeah, so I'm going to be loading up the rest of my art for my last art show of the season, which is very exciting. Oh, I might put some, I do want a little bit of permanent rose in here, just because I want a little bit of that pop to be there. So let me just play with this. How long will this painting take? This is the first time I saw you live. Oh, well, when I do it on Wednesday mornings, I make it a goal to be finished within the hour. So sometimes more, sometimes, no, it's always within the hour that I'll finish this up. This goes all the way over here. Maybe I will do a little bit of the green. I'm not doing what I said I was going to do, but that's okay. You can do whatever you want in art. That's the fun part of it. No rules. No rules. Oh, I need more green here. I might lose electricity soon, so no Wi-Fi. Oh my goodness. And you'll be like that for a while, right? We take stuff like that so for granted, don't we? I mean, I do. I shouldn't say we. I do. I always just assume. We were just also talking about how COVID, all that COVID, I mean, COVID's still happening. It's totally still happening. But like that all was only 4 years ago. This is so refreshing to be able to watch. Thank you for your videos and learning. I've learned so much, Janice. Oh, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Janice. I'll just keep that color. Why not? Put a little blue in here. I'm always trying to keep my paintings loose, so I have to like really work on that. The thing that you think would be easy to do isn't. Okay. Thanks, Nancy. I'll do this here. All right, that's pretty fun. Okay. Grace says, I'm always amazed at how you can make such a beautiful painting in 1 hour and with so little paint. Some days I feel like all I do is squirt out paint, wipe it off, and start over. Well, it's just practice. That's the thing of doing it. You have to just enjoy the process. But it took me a long time. I made a mess for a long time. And, you know, it's one of those things that always looks easy, but it's what gets, you know, the practice is what gets you there. And you just have to keep doing it. Yeah, I was listening to something on YouTube last night, I think, and they said, if you're not making mistakes and making ugly stuff, you're not growing and learning. So just embrace that. Just keep on doing it. Don't get discouraged. Grid hashtag, I have trouble getting it to size correctly on the photos. Well, oh yes, I do use grid hashtag grid. And the trick is your photo has to be the right size to begin with. So you can do whatever you want your grid to be, but like my image was already 6 inches by 8 inches so that I know it's the same size as my panel. Then when I put the grid on top, it's correct. Hi, why magenta and not something like vermilion for the flower? Oh, that's a good question. So I didn't use magenta. I used amethyst. Actually, I've been playing around with it. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't use Viridian very often, but I think that's an opaque color. And when I'm painting in this part of the painting in these base layers, I only want transparent colors. And I think Viridian is an opaque color, so it would be more solid looking. Does that make sense? So I like my opaque colors in my base layer, and then I use do a little bit of this in here. I love that. It's a happy mess, isn't it? Whoops, that was not quite what I wanted, but that's all right. Smudged. Yeah, I don't dislike vermilion. It's a pretty color. I do get it out every now and then, but it's not one of my go-to colors. I just need a touch of this and I can put these away. There. I like it just the way it is. Are you using oil pastels? Can you hold? Oh, yes, well, they're all kind of a mess. I don't have any tidy ones, but they're called RNF pigment sticks. They're oil paint and stick form. No, wait, I might have some in this other box that I take when I go away. Let me see if there's one. Oh, yeah, these are better. There you go. RNF pigment sticks. So it's oil paint and stick form. It has a little bit of wax in it, but from what I've researched, when you use like the Sennelier oil sticks, they never dry because there's so much wax in them. But these do seem to dry just fine. This is my first time watching what are the fire crayon, like, oh, I just explained the pigment sticks. I love them. They just kind of add a splash of fun. Okay. My brush is wet. Hold on. So I just clean my brush off in between. Hi, Tina. Yeah, so I've been up to a lot of stuff. I've had my work is at Red Raven Art Company in downtown Lancaster. There's a first Friday opening on Friday, which is in 2 days, but I can't be there because I'm going to be in Virginia Beach. I wish I could, but I just didn't realize I was going to be there and do an art talk. But now because it's Art Walk in Lancaster this weekend, so I just can't be there. But it'll be fun. If you're in the area, you should go to Art Walk. There's a lot of fun galleries open on Gallery Row, and then there's the Art Vault, which is a new gallery space, and the Third Story Art. A bunch of my friends have work in there. So if you are in the Lancaster area, it would be a fun thing to do on this weekend. If I was home, I'd be doing it. Love zinnias. Painted some in acrylics. Yeah, I do too. Yes, I'm from Lancaster. I live in a town called East Petersburg, but it's just a tiny bit north of the city. I just want to kind of dance around my painting, put in wherever I see some dark areas. It's nice and messy. This is always kind of the scary part because I get concerned that it's not going to turn out, but I seem to like my paintings. The messier they are in the beginning, the more I like them in the end. It's like life teaching me to take risks, I guess. Cool. We aren't that far from your area. Would love to see your work up close. Yes, that would be great. Let me do a little bit of this background color here. Carve it out. Now that you have started painting, what does your palette look like? Is it still neat? Yeah, it looks the same. I just gently dip in. So yeah, I think that's exactly what it looked like. You can see the colors I've dipped into, but I don't generally overlap the colors. I like to keep them clean. It's about as neat as I get. I'm not a terribly neat person, but I do keep my colors neat. And I'm carving out just a little bit of where these petals are so that I can kind of get a picture of where I'm headed. Nancy, yours is a mess. Your palette's a mess. That's okay. Artists are allowed to be messy, right? Like I like those little bits showing that aren't perfect at all. And I love the color. So I had that blue over here, and then I had the more of the magenta color on this side, but I like how that looks. I don't mind that it's kind of spontaneous like that. I thought messy was a requirement for artists until I met Lisa. Yes, Lisa is tidy. Not me. You know I'm messy. I always have paint all over myself. That's pretty. Oranges are pretty. Hi, Bonnie. You are a butterfly. Are you talking to me? Am I a butterfly? I would like to be a butterfly. I almost painted a butterfly this morning. My friend Kristen took a picture of a butterfly, and I thought about painting it, but I couldn't think about its dark and light areas. Like you need a painting to have a lot of darks and lights, and it was very, I'd say monochromatic, so I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. And I don't like to take too big of a risk when I'm painting in front of all of you. I like to feel a little confident that it's going to turn out. Not that you'd say anything mean if I didn't do well, right? The beauty on art is the interpretation, how the artist sees it. It sure is. That is the beauty and the fun part. I feel like my vase is a little narrow or something. It needs to be over that way a little more. Okay, let me work. I can work on the vase a little bit. These fun little greenish gray colors that I mixed. Did you ever use acrylics? Yes, I use acrylics also. Just oil painting is my favorite. Ellen says, yes, you're a butterfly bringing beauty into the world, not a worker bee or obsessed with tidy. Yeah, that's right, Ellen. That is me. I am not a worker bee. Although I need to be. I need to be, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh, acrylics. Yes, I like acrylics. Actually, just ordered some new acrylics because I just did a plein air painting workshop last week. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was playing with the instructor's acrylic paints for plein air painting, and I really enjoyed them. So I just bought myself. I already have acrylic paints, but I wanted the same kind that he used for outside. Isn't this all fun in here? Love that. So I bought some new ones because one can never have too many art supplies. Right? I'm missing a little bit of brightness. I'm going to get my little tool out here. One can never have enough art supplies. Never. Nope. And I even have art supplies here from college that I still use sometimes. I just needed to lighten that up a little bit. Okay. Oh, and down here, I want to just do that little bit right here too. Now we'll work on the pink flower in the top of this, but I'm in good shape. I don't have to hurry. It's only 8:30. Love those colors. This is a neat vase. I bought it years ago as like I would every now and then I'd buy a gift for someone and just keep it in the cupboard just so I'd have like a go-to gift if I needed one and didn't have time to shop. You guys ever do that? I don't do it anymore. I don't think I need gifts like I used to. What is that tool? Oh, it's a like a rubber scraper tool. Like here's the big one. It's a good morning, Laura. And I get a replacement rubber piece and put it in little bully clips so that I can pull the paint off if I want to from my painting. But anyway, I found this in my drawer and I love it. So it's almost like I bought it for myself years and years and years ago, and now I'm using it all the time for my paintings. I would have never imagined that I'd be painting right now. Like that. I like my brights. I kind of like those bright, crazy colors popping in there. I think I can go ahead and do some pinks. Oops, I keep bumping my... Oh, these colors are wonderful together. I ordered the amethyst color. Can't wait to use it. I love it, Irma. It's become a favorite of mine. Especially for putting in a full color background in a painting. Now, sometimes this gets a little tricky because any color that's not like the transparent undercolor is never as bright. I might have to wipe some off, but we'll see. Oh, the amethyst color that I have is Michael Harding. There's the tube. I do love these flowers. I could bring my background up there a little. I'm going to be sad for flower season to be over. Let me soften that. I think this needs to. Do you use one paint? Yep. I just clean it off with a paper towel in between brush strokes. But yep, just one. I try. If I paint birds, I usually have to have a small one for the eyes. But I tried it because I don't like to wash brushes. Laura says, me too. I've been harvesting my celosia. Did I say that right? Such beautiful fall colors. Oh, how fun, Laura. You have beautiful, beautiful flowers to harvest. That's fun. All right, what else do I need to do in here? I still didn't put in my lightest lights. I'm saving them for a little bit. I could do the yellows. Yeah, I don't know what celosia are. Laura, you'll have to show me. I think this needs to come down there more. Okay. I'm feeling a little hesitant right now. I'm thinking about my values. I do see that I think this needs to go darker right there. I need a few darker darks in my flower. It's the flower that looks a little like brain coral. What's that, Jackie? Good morning, Donna. I could go ahead and put my bright yellows in soon. Okay, that's better. Now I'm seeing my lightest lights. I was feeling like it wasn't quite coming together, but now I like it. Laura says, go to my story of 4 varieties so beautiful. They're about 5 feet tall and overwhelmingly beautiful in our field, especially with the season changing. They have rich colors. I will go look at that, Laura. That's so fun. Wish you didn't live so far from me. And come get flowers. Okay. I think I've been fussing with that enough. And as I always say, if you're working on it and you're changing it, but you're not making it better, it's time to stop fussing with it. Let me do the yellows and see how it looks. So. It just makes that pop, doesn't it? Tina says, looking beautiful. Thank you. Catching on this. Oh, I think I need a little dark under there. Yes, it's oil paint. Mm-hmm. All right, do we see anything else? I think for sure. I don't know what. love that turquoise in there, but it's a little distracting. Now I have to think about like what needs a little nudging. Have you ever mixed in walnut oil? I saw a video with walnut. I've never mixed it in, but I used to put it on like a little tissue, put it with my paint to keep it wet. But I've never mixed it in my paints, but I'm sure I have it here. Says I love using walnut oil. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever used walnut oil to paint with. All right, do we see anything? Do you mix anything with your paint? It goes on the canvas so smoothly. Well, and the base layer, when I was painting those transparent colors, I use a medium then. Like you could use liquid or something that keeps it wet. And then, when I paint these, you saw me mix the colors. These are colors straight out of the tube. So that's the only time. Thank you, Ellen. That's the only time I use medium. Whoops. No, that's okay. That turned out all right. That gave it a little definition. The orange flower really looks fabulous. I do feel like something's not quite right in here, though. Maybe I need a lightest pink or something. Yeah, I like how loose that one is, which I wanted that one to be much looser and freer because it's not the star of the show. But I feel like this background color right there was looking like it was on top of the flower, and I don't want that. I want it to be behind both flowers. Looking at it in my phone. See if there's any other lightest light areas that need a little something. Maybe right in here. Just a little bit of purple, and then I think I can be finished, because now I'm changing it and not making it better. Which I don't want to do. Magic. Okay. I'm calling it finished, because now I'll start going the other way and it will get worse and not better. Once you're working on something, and if you start to like work on areas of it too much, then it loses its spontaneity. And that's the part I love about it, and the part I'm always trying to ramp up my ability to do. Oh, see, even that, I don't need to do that. It's not helping. All right. See, so knowing when to call it quits is always good. Oh, yeah, now I see one more thing maybe I want to do. Just do a little. There, we needed that. So there's my reference. And then there's the painting. You can see all the fun little luscious bits. I love those colors in there. Aren't they fun? And then there's my palette. And it's a little little messy, but not bad. I think the messiness comes from where I was mixing here. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a great day. And what else? Come see me in Virginia Beach. I would love that. And I will be back again next Wednesday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you soon.